Okay, well, welcome everybody for filmmaker Mr. Matteo Garrone of Reality. Um, First of all, welcome in the country that invented Grande Fratello. You must be aware of it, that you're in the Grande Fratello homeland
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, um, I think we gave up Big Brother 4, 5, maybe 6 years ago, but in Italy it's still going strong. I believe it's in the 11th or 12th season, is that correct?
Yes, but as you probably notice, watching the movie is not interested in the Big Brother. Is The Big Brother is just something that is a sort of artificial paradise that our character Luciano and the family and the neighbor trying to reach for him. I mean, he's trying to reach and to become famous, but it's not very important, the program. I mean, it's important, I think, in this story, it's much important the, the psychological journey that he make, the human conflict that he has about, about his dreams, about how he loses his identity to reach his dreams, and the dreams that easily became nightmare in a way in his story. So it's a fairy tale, and it's a modern fairy tale, black, a little very dramatic. So it's a comedy. It started as a comedy, but the movie slowly became very dramatic. And it's a movie that we made thinking about the great history of Italian cinema of 1950 and 60. Of course, we were thinking about the movies, the first movie of Fellini, the great movie of De Sica, Loro di Napoli, and Germi, and many other great directors of the past. So that was our reference, and that's it's how it started. And the story of the movie start from a true story that happened to the brother of my wife. So
It did, yeah. He was a fish salesman as well, or
yeah,
he
he was a fish. Yes, he's selfish, and he lose himself trying to reach these dreams.
But these
uh,
dreams, these
yeah.
were Big Brother dreams, or
It was Big Brother. That's why we remain faithful to the Big Brother.
Yeah.
But I think, as I said before, it's not important. Could be Big Brother, but could be another program. I mean, like in 1950, Bellissima of Visconti, Anna Magnani with his daughter goes to the casting of Cinecittà because she hoped that probably you remember the movie. She hoped that the daughter can be casted. So also her became famous with the daughter. So, or the White Shake of Fellini, it's always about dreams and how behind the dreams you can find a nightmare in a way, the illusion of the dreams, the illusion part of the dreams. So,
still in the past, the average Italian would dream of a career in cinema, but now he would dream of a career in Big Brother.
In television. Because I think we're talking about television, and for many people to be in television, to arrive in television, it means to reach a sort of Olimpo, where you became famous, but it's something more than became famous. You exist. For the people, it's a certification of your existence, in a way. It's to put. To jump there are millions of people, and you jump, and for a moment you exist in that moment. So it became a sort of existential problem in a way.
So how is he now? Your family member?
Now he's fortunately is well. He with the money that he get for the subject of the movie, he participated on the subject, and with the money he rebuilt the shop
So he's a fisher,
So
a fish
now, if
salesman
you go
again.
in Naples, there is a fish shop called Luciano, and he's selling fish again.
And did he make it to the first round of Big Brother, or was he no, not even?
No. He just and to be honest, in the story, we invent the character of Enzo that gives an help to him to make an audition, not not between millions of people, but just an audition that is just for him, like in the movie. And I was the answer in the real story, because he knew that my wife was with me, so I was in the show business, and so he asked to my wife, and my wife asked to me if I could help to make an audition, just selected audition. So I did it, because my office is in the studios where they were making the casting at that time about Big Brother. So I knew the author, so it was easy for me to give a help. And I didn't know what was going to happen after, and how the story became dramatic in reality. But I remember that I helped him at the beginning. So he arrived in Rome. He made a great audition, he said. And the fact that I helped to do it for him was a combination of things that he was sure that he was already in. So when he came back, like in the movie, he was already a star in Naples. Everybody was sure that he was going to be part of the program. So that's the beginning of the story. And of course, the story became darker and darker, and as you know.
Yeah, it's quite a sad ending. We have to talk about the main character, or the main actor, Aniello Arena. You found him in prison. He's still in prison, actually.
Yeah.
He still has to go there every night, or is he now?
Well, he's in prison for life. But
yeah.
in Italy, to be prison for life means 28 years. He already done 21, and so he never had problem in prison. So probably will be, I think in 2 or 3 years probably will be finally out. But he has a permission to go out for work. He start to work in theater because there is a company of theater inside of the prison called La Fortezza in the prison of Volterra in Tuscany. The director of this company is Armando Punzio, and is a great director, and he really changed the life of Aniello Arena, because Aniello 12 years ago met this man and discovered his talent for acting, and from that moment he became the leading actor of this company, and every year they made a new play. And I discovered this company because my father was a critic of theater. So I used to go with my father a lot to see performance in theater, and we were big fan of this company that is really well known in Italy. It's not amateur companies, it's really well known, and they won a lot of prize in Italy. So I wanted to work with Aniello. I wanted to work with Aniello already in Gomorrah, but the judge preferred don't give the permission, because the Gomorrah was connected to it was a crime story, and his past was connected to the crime. So, and then I tried to ask again for a reality that is a movie that is not about crime, and finally we get it.
Yeah. Did you have any reservations whatsoever? Because he is a convicted triple murderer. He was a hitman for the Gomorrah. Did you have any doubts or reservations, or
not at all? Not at all, because I believe that when you pay your debt with the justice, it's important that you can have the possibility to find a new life if you pay with your debt with the justice. In your Aniello Arena is completely another man. From the guy that was the young guy that was at 21 or 20 years, when he was 21 or 20 years, 22, sorry, years old, and now he's really the most strict, and he never break any law. It's completely, straight. Is he's completely another man. So I think I feel that it's important to give the chance to a man like him to make his work, because before I cast Aniello because he's an actor, not because he's a prisoner. He's an actor. In prison he work and he develop his work, that is acting. So for me, my choice was first of all the choice of an actor, and I hope he will continue to make his job, and I'm sure he will.
Still, it was a complication, of course, on set, because he had to go to jail every night during the shoot.
That's true.
I did wonder, because you
And
were...
we couldn't change the program because the police knew. We gave a program to the police,
Yeah.
and the police knew where we were set and we were shoot. So sometimes the things change. So maybe you imagine that there is the sun and it's raining, so you want to change set, but we couldn't, because we couldn't program. We couldn't change the program, So, but it was a complication. But I think what Aniello brought to the character was so amazing, so powerful, that I'm very, very happy.
So it's completely different from Gomorrah, because, well, actually you were on Dutch television, VPRO, the other, this weekend, with a program of Tom Barman, who made a program about Gomorrah, and we saw a little behind-the-scenes scene where, because you worked with actual criminals in Gomorrah as well, but they were perhaps a bit more dangerous than Mr. Arena. But
yes, it's in Gomorrah. It's different. I mean, from reality, because in reality all the actors are from theater. There is not actor, non-professional. In Gomorrah, I mixed professional actor, very well-known actor, like Tony Servillo, that probably is the most famous actor, and actor from theater, actor from amatorial group of theater of the area where I shoot, like the kids. I saw the kids playing in theater in Scampia, because in Scampia there were a group of theater that play with that where this guy work for don't become criminal. So I saw, and of course I used also some that was a real criminal, and I mixed in a way. But for that movie I have no problem to say that I work also with criminal, because I think it's important the way how you use criminal. Gomorrah was a movie about criminals, about the dimension of the violence that there is when you grow up in that jungle. So how a guy that it's also not a bad guy, how he can change if he can be involved in some situation that he can, like the child, like the Totò in the movie. And so I used also some real criminal, but I use him in my view of my recreation of that reality in Gomorrah. I never let that criminal use me, and I think I've been honest. So if a young guy see Gomorrah, I don't think he will dream to become a criminal in a way. I think I'm intellectually honest in my approach. And sometimes, very often, you can say you see actor play the role of criminals, but for make money, the criminals became very, fashion, very. So they create they make in the way that the audience can dreams about to become criminal.
Yeah.
So I feel honest in my way because I use real criminal, but the criminal are really portrayed in a very, not nice way in a way.
Yeah.
Because I think it's true.
Yeah, I don't think the Gomorrah will show your film to recruit new
I think
members.
when the criminals, the boss saw Gomorrah, they were really disappointed.
Yeah.
Also because Gomorrah was a movie about crime, but was a movie about victim of the crime. It was not a movie about boss, but it was a movie about slave. It was a movie about a system and how the system was from the bottom. In this way, I think it's very close also to reality, because reality, it's a movie about system, in this case, not crime system, but show business system. And Luciano and the family and the neighbor and are all victim of this show business in a way of the television. So it's not a movie about television, but it's a movie about audience in a way. So it's two different kind of system, but we tell always story from the bottom, from the victim of this system.
Yeah, both films are about a community.
Yeah.
In the end, I would say. Mr. Bernardo Bertolucci, who was also here in Rotterdam, yesterday paid you a big compliment. He said that Italian cinema was in coma for many years, and that you yourself and also Paola Sorrentino, you together, a couple of young directors, awakened it. Are you surprised by such comments, or
Well,
do you agree?
I can talk about myself, and I try to do my best to make movies that I'd like to see in cinema. and try to, but of course I'm happy to hear from a director so important, and not just important, but also very important for me, because I formed my career watching the movie of Bernardo Bertolucci and other great directors of like Pasolini, that is the director which Bernardo started as assistant, or Rossellini and Fellini. We have an incredible history, as you know. So I think reality it's a movie that's trying to create you can see that reality born from that cinema. Of course, Bertolucci is a director of 17 and 18 until now, of course. But I'm very proud that he said that, and I home to him a lot.
Yeah, but do you feel like you work very specifically in an Italian tradition? Do you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is the demonstration. This movie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, everybody has compared the opening scene with Fellini. I expect.
Yeah. It's a movie that since the beginning was wanted to be a fairy tale, black fairy tale, but with the Claire.
Bittersweet.
But with the Claire since the beginning, with the courage that it's a fairy tale. Probably it's true, but probably it's all a dreams in a way, so, or a nightmare.
Yeah, and Enzo is a bit like the saint in the helicopter.
Yeah.
We have a couple of more minutes also for questions in the audience. If there's anybody who would like to ask a question, do feel free. Yeah.
On the credits, there's a thank you to Niccolò Aminiti. I wonder why this was. Could you explain to us?
Yeah, because we are friends, and we know each other since almost 20 years. We trying to find a way to work together, and also for reality, we were thinking to work together on the screenplay. And at the end, there is always something that happen, and we don't work together. But he read the script, and after that we did. He couldn't work on the project, but after that we made the script. He read it, and he liked very much, and he called me back to tell me what he thought about, and then when he went to see the movie, he was really surprised also about the movie, because he said that it's rare that you see a good screenplay, but the movie is better than screenplay. Unfortunately, he said most of the time in his past, he happened the opposite, So it was very nice, and we are still in touch, and I hope one day we'll find a way to work together. It's nice.
I have also one, a final question. I did wonder, is it more difficult to get permission from the Gomorrah, the mafia, to film in Scampia on the mafia territory than permission by Grande Fratello to film on their premises?
Well, we talked with the production about the Big Brother. We sent the script, and they read the script, and they thought the script was not how do you say in English, when not bad for the image.
So they think.
So yeah, so we made a deal, economic deal. And then we went to...
What does that mean, an economic deal? You have to
pay for the...
You have to pay for it.
We paid for the, for the mark, Big Brother.
Yeah, you have to pay the Dutch
but
company.
for us, was not important, as I said before.
Mm-hmm.
So if we invent a new reality, at the beginning we were thinking to invent a new reality, but it was like to give more importance to something that is not important in the story, So we decided to make this deal, and we went on Cinecittà. We rebuilt the house, because after every edition, the sponsor take out everything. Mm-hmm. So we rebuilt in a way from the real structure. We rebuilt, and then we tried to be faithful for the program. So we recreate all the guy that you see in the house are actor, but we try to be in that case faithful to the program.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck with your next film.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Matteo Garrone.
Thank you.